Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio February 16, 2022. It could be easy for people to misunderstand you today, so you'll want to speak slowly and exercise a little extra tact. You could have a temporary case of foot-in-mouth disease, where you end up saying things in the wrong tone. Most people will be able to laugh this off, but be a little cautious around bosses, clients, or other people you are trying to impress today. Your tarot reading for today. 8 of Pentacles, the Empress, King of Wands. If you are involved in any work requiring creative inspiration or craftsmanship, the 8 of Pentacles is a very positive card. This is especially true if you are using skills you are still trying to master. This is as likely to be a hobby as your primary work. Unlike most of the suit, financial gain is not necessarily indicated, but a spiritual reward is. This is also not a guarantee, but rather a suggestion that if you are prudent and organized in your attempts, success is the likelier outcome. Traditionally associated with strong maternal influence, the presence of the Empress is excellent news if you are looking for harmony in your marriage or hoping to start a family. Any artistic endeavors you are currently associated with are also likely to be more successful, as this card often finds those exposed to strong bursts of creative or artistic energy. That creative energy may not be in the form of a painting or art project, however. This card also suggests a very strong possibility of pregnancy, not necessarily yours, but you might be seeing a new addition to your extended family or the family of a close friend in the near future. This card is a good sign for you and those around you. The King of Wands may signify an upcoming financial windfall for you. It can also represent an association with a masculine authority figure, a leader and arbitrator. You may find yourself aided in solving a dispute. Be open to the advice of those with more experience than yourself. Today's energy emphasizes hearth and home. Don't be surprised if you receive lots of phone calls from family members who live far away. They could be finalizing plans for a family reunion. You might also receive news about a class reunion from some old friends. It could be good to see the old gang and get caught up on how your lives have unfolded. Overall, the social energy of the day is warm and welcoming. You could find yourself in a social mood today. The energy of the day may well attract friends and possibly some new faces as well. You may find yourself comfortably chatting and joking throughout the day, which should make work flow quickly. Business meetings will likely be more interesting as people lighten up and have more fun with what they are doing. In the evening, you might want to celebrate in the company of good friends or family. You may feel a great need to push the boundaries and go beyond the current norm. Feel free to open up the lid on difficult issues and expose the truth to the situation. What you may find is that there's an attitude of fear underlying most things. This is the perfect day to remedy such problems. Your embodiment of a brave, adventuresome spirit is the salve that is likely to cure many of the wounds that people have around you. There is a world out there waiting to be discovered. Your increased dynamism will spur other people into joining in. Be flexible and spontaneous, maybe traveling to a new town or on a short journey. Rediscovering your own local area can also be very inspiring, and even more enjoyable in the company of others. You need to read up on whatever it is you're trying to figure out. You can get a lot of info today. You also need to make sure you're listening to your gut, though. It knows what's what. You feel independent, open to fresh experiences. Don't be rushed too quickly into anything, even if you've a real opportunity to get to know someone new and interesting. Irrespective of whether you fall hopelessly in love or have a set plan, your love life is evolving in new ways. Try to make them the best. News about the economy in general, which a friend may report to you, could have you feeling a bit down, worrying about your own financial situation. Don't take this at face value. It could result from one of those erroneous theories that make it into the papers, but often prove to be from an unreliable source. Try to get the facts before jumping to conclusions. You'll probably be relieved if you do this. Look for other ways to communicate your thoughts and feelings other than talking. Chances are, talk comes easily for you, but there is an infinite number of other ways to express yourself. Give writing, painting, drawing, music, sculpture, and any other art form that appeals to you a shot. You may discover many hidden talents on this day if you give yourself a chance. Don't spend time worrying about how good you are. Just enjoy the process. Try everything you can think of. You sometimes have difficulties making your mind up. You don't always know exactly what you want. Today, you will be at peace with yourself. If you need to make an important decision concerning your private life, you will be able to do so. But if you find yourself confronted to a big decision, you should take the time to think about it. You will decide once you have more clarity. Try to be more modest in your private relations. You tend to think only your views are right and show too little interest for others. This is why you're often perceived as being arrogant or complacent. You must listen to other people's points of view and get off your high horse. You and your best friend suddenly seem to be at odds, though it could be over the smallest thing. Try to get them to take a hike for the time being while you deal on your own. Persevering in matters of the heart is to be admired, but if you're still creating confusion through your repetitive pattern of behavior, this needs to be broken. You do have the power to make a breakthrough, and after this phase are able to adopt a more honest approach when new love possibilities become a reality. You are probably not feeling your best today. No doubt your illness is a result of recent overindulgence. You can't blame anyone but yourself for your crashing headache and queasy stomach. Try not to take out your bad mood on the family. Just ask them to close the curtains and shut the door. You will emerge in the early afternoon feeling a bit wobbly, but definitely on the mend. This is a wonderful day to do something completely out of the routine if possible. If you have to work, it might even call for using a sick day. The odds of meeting someone very interesting, and maybe even perfect for assisting you in accomplishing your intent, is very likely. You'll be organized, calm, and focused on your goals like never before. Your perception of all the little details that make up the bigger picture is much sharper today, so check to see if any plans need to be reworked to make them more sustainable. The moon opposes Neptune later in the evening, which could make it very difficult to not only understand and connect with others, but also trust our intuition and self-understanding. A discussion could easily end up in a dispute, and you could find it very difficult to find anyone who agrees with you about everything today. Try not to get too paranoid about this feeling that you're the only infallible person on earth.